they sell, the team cards, the baseball card style cards, and they're on clearance. They've got a buttload of them. They must have overdid it on that. But I ordered them from the website a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I'll get some packs of those. And they sent me this jersey. And then, coincidentally enough, I get a phone call from somebody in Cincinnati saying, did you happen to get a racing jersey in the mail? And I was like, yes. Did you happen to get some team cards in the mail? And she was like, yes. Yeah. She was like, I said, well, maybe we can, I'll ship them, or we can ship them back and forth or something. And she was like, okay. And I got busy and never texted her. And then the next day I gave her a buzz and said, hey, what's your address? She goes, oh, well, the team store's sending me another jersey. So you get to keep the jersey and you should be getting the cards too. So free jersey.
And she got some free cards out of it. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
a little baggy.
It's a little baggy. It's kind of a dress. It's kind of a dress. But I don't know. It's free jersey. Yeah.
Free jersey / nightshirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a free video for you, actually.
What jersey is it?
Oh, it's just it's a racing.
It's a warm up.
Warm up.
From this year? From last year?
Last year, maybe?
I don't know. Let's get warmed up right now.
All right.
Live from the Preston Highway Studios, it's 24-Hour Purple People.
Well, hello, and welcome back to 24-Hour Purple People. My name is John Harper, and we are absolutely thrilled to have you along for the ride today as we are all set to talk all things LouCity FC, Racing Louisville, and everything to make sure you get your weekly dose of purple. And on the big show today, we got footy again at the fam. We catch a buzz with Sting. I never found Bob for that beer. Sorry, Bob. And racing has enough courage, but not enough goals down in North Carolina. Joining me tonight, two good friends of mine. First off, Ken Luther. Ken, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Survive the storms of the Highlands. Love it. Loving that soccer season is in full swing. I cannot wait.
Me too. Making his return, Matt D, Matt Dalton, Daltron, what up?
Your long Matt free nightmare is over. John, I want to be the first to wish you, we're recording this on a Monday, a happy 316 for those who celebrate.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
And a happy 316 to you as well, Ken.
What are you talking about, dude?
It's a verse from the Bible, Austin 3:16.
I did take it for a Bible thumper, man.
Yeah. Well, there's some thumping was involved in this at King of the Ring, 96, I believe, John. Am I right?
Yes, correct. From Milwaukee.
1996, King of the Ring. We'll watch it together. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it's good. And Doc Hendricks makes an appearance.
Okay.
Matt, I am so glad to have you back. Matt had some technical difficulties, and for those of you who don't know, anytime somebody has technical difficulties that prevents them from being on the program, they get one of these to start off things on the program.
Okay. Right.
So, yeah, sorry about that, buddy.
Okay. So we're doing okay.
Yep. Because mute. Oh, aha! Now you're actually muted.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got it all together.
Yeah, we got it all together here. Somewhat together. This is going to be a fun show tonight. Matt's back. I'm excited to talk footy. Ken, you're right. It's great to be back having games at the fam. We were super pumped up for Saturday, that 4 p.m. start. We hope you're super pumped to be with us tonight. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel for more ridiculous content. And we'll get things started with Louisville City. This game we were talking about was going to be interesting because Miami is a team that has been pretty competitive with us in the past. Well, at times.
All right,
there's been some narrow 1-0 victories. But we were riding the momentum of that Lexington game on that high from Lexington. And you said Miami being a little bit fresh, dangerous in transition, Ken. This was the first match that they had of the season. But things went well at the FAM, and I think we should watch some highlights.
Yeah, I think we controlled it from the opening whistle. Maybe we had one little blip in the middle of the game, but for the most part, from the opening whistle all the way through the game, we were well in control of that game. What say you, Matt?
I mean, imagine your first game out the gate. You have to play Louisville City at Lynn Family. That's a tall order, man. That's rough. That's not how you want to start your season out.
Nope. So good lineup. I love seeing Donovan Serrano starting, Morris McFadden. Those are kind of the big changes, and of course Lambert in for Zach Duncan. So again, we show our depth, and our ability to tailor our lineup based on our opponent's resting legs where needed.
We're without Josh Jones again, and Makwele Akale, also not on the bench. I don't know whether that was a coach's decision or injury. Josh Jones, we do know, is nursing at least some sort of hand injury.
I already had a hamstring injury. Did somebody say that?
Yeah, that's the rumor going around on the Discord. Is there's also a hamstring element,
and that starts to worry me, because at the beginning of the season, we talked about, if there's anywhere where we don't have depth, it's in our back line.
Right.
Specifically,
and
starting
like
the
season.
CB. Yeah. Starting the season, already looking at kind of injury issues. But let's see how it goes.
It's also not an injury you want to rush back from either. The hamstring.
No.
You can make it a lot worse.
Hamstring will linger with you. So yeah, starting the game, Serrano he came out on fire.
The separation he gets here, my God.
And that pass that was given to him, great. And I'm really excited about Donovan and his ability to charge the posts and go after those balls. And I think we finally have a threat in the air.
He's his aerial prowess was everything that was advertised. 5 out of 6 aerial duels he won. He ended up having 9 touches in the opposition box. Spoiler alert, he had a goal and an assist. Yeah, the guy was all over it. He moves like a gazelle, that dude out there.
So, John, can you pause it?
Yep.
I think we need a tactical breakdown from a guest. What do you think?
Ooh, yeah, I would love one. Educate me.
A guest, you say?
Hello. I am Dr. Emily Van Holt of the Deutsche Academy for Fußball and System Theory, and I want to explain this tactics that LouCity used against the other Miami team, the one without the Messi. See, they use something called the Die Schrager Überdelung. Because it is when you overload a side and then you switch it in an oblique fashion to where McFadden can get it. You need to pause. Could you hit the button with the 2 little lines?
Yes, doctor. Yes.
Dankeschön. Okay, so yeah, the diagonal slanted overload, where you put all your players, not all, but a lot of your players, like Morris and Davila and Lambert and Donovan on one side, and then you switch the play when you have the you start it again. Do you not respect me?
I'm just playing.
He's a learned doctor, John. A learned doctor.
Do not respect me. I'm a doctor of football.
All right.
Yeah, okay, all right. So back to it. So we're overloading a side and putting the defense off balance, and then you switch it and get that late running run from McFadden, where he's showing such brilliance in that late run and slotting it right in the goal. That's the Schlaguber-de-la-Dung tactic that has been used for many, many years. Any questions?
Air Doctor, so you're saying the ragu, Schlitzen?
Schlaguber-la-Dung.
Yes.
Schlaguber-la-Dung. Say it with me. Schlaguber-la-Dung.
Schlaguber-la-Dung.
You're pretty close. We'll give you another chance later on.
Fantastic.
Doctor, somebody asked about that overload. I don't think they asked for think they asked Ken. I don't know if they asked the doctor.
What? I get that Ken guy. He doesn't know shit.
Ken doesn't know.
Shiza.
Come on.
He knows Shiza. But I am from the academy, the football logic and system theory.
Yeah, somewhere like that. How about Ray Serrano, man of the match, and a banger from outside the box?
Okay, auf Wiedersehen.
We got to start calling Ray Raymond or something. He's playing man football out there. He's playing big boy soccer this season so far.
Yeah,
he came to us when he's a teenager. He's a man now. He's got the slick back hair. He's a married man. That's Raymond Serrano.
I remember talking about a couple players that
What a
really wanted
shot.
to step up this season, and this is a great and wonderful thing. I mean, he definitely deserved player of the match. What he did from the opening whistle, he was all over stuff, and yeah, you're right. He is a man now.
The Serrano fans have been waiting for this moment for him to take that big leap, and I think we're seeing it.
So Donovan goal, right? So this is our new threat from the air, where Donovan is just attacking the ball and just a completely off balance header that came on the near post side. Beautiful stuff.
I love the way he raised, right? He rose up kind of a head above everybody else. I like the way the dude's put together. I don't know any other way of saying it. I mean, moves with grace like a dancer. He's got a foot like Velcro too.
Yep, absolutely. I think it's good stuff. They had a blip. We had a momentary lapse where they were able to put it in, but that's okay. That's okay. We go into halftime.
Ooh.
And we're looking we're looking very, very good throughout the game. So 3 goals in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Not bad for half a game. I think Danny mentioned ripping into them a little bit at halftime. So
15 total shots from Louisville City in the first half, just continuing it in the second.
Oh, look at this. The nutmeg. Oh, the 2-man. And then E-Town Messi. Oh, just a thing of beauty. When I saw that in the stands, I was thinking they should have sent a poet. It's beautiful what I just saw on that field.
I think there's a name for it. It's called champagne soccer. That was a little bit of champagne soccer right there at the end, with that almost no look pass. We didn't just beat them. I mean, we controlled pretty much every phase of the match except right before halftime. Our wide attacking channels, both sides were decisive. Did you get another red card?
No, don't worry about it.
Oh, whoops, put it back. Okay. And our press was, it wasn't all the time. It was measured. It was effective. It was planned. And then, when you look at the kind of statistical breakdown on this stuff, the XG gap was as big as I've ever seen a game. So, this was a dominant 4-1 win over a team that has to rebuild itself every year. So,
that XG gap, by the way, 2.28 to 0.35 expected goals. That's big.
It's big, and it was a well-earned win.
Yeah, it's how you want to start the season out at home. That kind of performance, pretty good crowd, 9,000. Typically anything below 10K, I'm not happy with it, but 9,000, pretty good.
We traditionally have kind of low numbers at the beginning of the year, especially during March. This was also on top of the St. Pat's parade. So I think getting over 9,000 was a job well done for the club.
Also an afternoon game, a lot of college basketball on. So
yeah. Coach Cruz saying, we continue to try to make this place a fortress. We know the 502 crew launching, and the supporter section was nice and looked good. It was
nice and
good,
toasty.
Yeah, nice and toasty. Good crowd on hand over there. I think Raymond, as you like to call him, Raymond Serrano, man of the match. But you could have awarded this man of the match to E-Town Messi. You could have awarded it to Chris Donovan, who got his first goal in purple. All 3 of those players played outstanding, I thought. I think we just absolutely controlled every aspect of this match. And it just goes to show that we've got a good thing going in the early early part of the season and tremendous depth. I think we just have so much depth right now. Even with Josh Jones out, we are definitely not skipping a beat. McFadden seems to be hot off the gates, which you love to see. The mask has to stay.
He's out for justice.
Yeah, he's out for justice. Louisville City now 8-1-2 on opening games throughout its history, and just a great time at the Fam. I do have a little bit of let's see, what do I got here? This was before the match. So we know about the 1 minute moment of stillness. Our good friend Al, supporter of the show, this was from his Instagram, and I apologize for this not being any larger, but now you guys are probably not hearing the audio, but the crowd was very loud for this, and the "We Support the Players" chant that was in the Estopona end was actually resonating throughout the stadium. I'll let everybody take a listen. Yeah.
I hear nothing.
Well, I told
hear
you.
nothing.
I told you weren't going to hear anything. But
You just said I'll let you have everybody have a listen.
I was talking to the viewers, not you.
Yeah, we're not everybody, man. We're not.
Oh,
we don't
say
count.
that part.
Oh
man.
God.
We don't count.
So, but a good time was had by all. Another 4 p.m. start coming up Saturday as well. But before we get to Saturday, we have to talk about the middle of the week. You know, yesterday was like Tornado Alley, 75 degrees. Today, a blizzard. On Saturday, a storm. Wednesday, well, who knows? Maybe a snow-nado. The Open Cup is set to start, gentlemen. It's one of our favorite competitions of the year every year. It always starts with a fun matchup, and this year is no different. Maybe the most fun matchup. This year, we have an opponent that has about a 15-minute drive off the Sherman-Minton Bridge. Southern Indiana FC heads across the Ohio River Wednesday night, a 7 p.m. start. Similar setup to that preseason match, $10 general admission this time. And I think they're only opening one half of the stadium. SIFC plays in the United Premier Soccer League, or UPSL, which is considered semi-pro. It's kind of on the same level as USL League 2. They beat Southern Indiana Guardians FC 10 to some guy named Neil to get here last September. But I could not find too much info. Ken, did you find too much info?
I found a little bit. There's certainly not anything out there on a lot of the normal sources that we would use, FOTMob or anything like that. You know, they got a 6-1-3 record. They're a pretty high scoring team. I didn't know about that 10-0 win, so that probably threw their stats out. What I do know is it's got a kind of a mix of former college players. It's got some UPSL veterans. It's got several East African diaspora players, you know, and they're going to bring, you know, a lot of athleticism into the game, and they've got a number of technically sharp midfielders. They're going to play a very direct kind of ball against us, and depending on what type of team we field, it should be a really interesting matchup. So for free parking and $10, I think it'd be a great way to kind of see a lot of our younger players and see how our system matchups work against a very direct team, because that's what they're going to bring.
A couple of former LouCity Academy players on that roster as well. I really don't have a lot to add other than they lost 5-0 to Lexington in last year's Open Cup. Probably a lot of turnover between them and now. So
they're gonna push for transition moments, you know, set pieces, vertical over the head, running up underneath it, long throws, things like that. I mean, we're probably going to have the majority of the possession. I'm very interested to see who's going to be playing in our midfield roles. If we're going to bring out some of our academy kids, which we saw in the preseason, that would be super cool. They'll defend in a low block. They'll be very compact. Probably the first 20, 30 minutes will be a little bit tough to break them down, but we have a professional level of fitness and training on our team, so I fully expect us to see this one through.
Yeah, I I always love the Open Cup. It gets really exciting once we get a little bit further down the line. You know, we've had some just really fun times going to Chicago, going to Cincinnati, things like that. We talked about in previous weeks this could be a year to make a really good push, and it starts this Wednesday. And hey, you can't beat it. $10 for just general admission. Sit wherever you want. If you want to finally sit in that section that Ken calls home, you can set it in on Wednesday. It's going to be nice. There's going to be, I think it's clear skies, but a little chilly. Might bring a jacket, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. When I was doing a little research on Southern Indiana FC, I saw that Dylan Mars once played for this squad. He was in purple in 2023 and 2024, I believe, and he played for them in 2025. No longer with the club, best of my knowledge. It was their roster page, I don't really know exactly how updated it is, because when you go to team news, it says they qualified, but it's not the correct, according to the U.S. Open website, it's not the correct match. So I'm not really sure how the website looks nice, but anyway, we'll see.
It looks nice. That's good. Oh, if you can't make this in person, you can stream all of these U.S. Open Cup matches on U.S. Soccer's YouTube page.
Yep.
That's good to know. Yeah, because I may not be able to make this one. We'll see how it goes, but it should be a fun match to watch because they're going to go for the chaos. They're going to go for the transitions, and you're going to be able to see our system in attack because we'll definitely have the majority of the ball. And regardless of the players that you're going to see out there on the pitch for us, we're going to be playing a very similar system. So
Yep.
We'll see how it goes.
Another match that will be fun to watch. After this midweek match, we come into the weekend to play Rhode Island. We welcome Rhode Island back to the fam. This matchup, guys, has quietly become one of the most intriguing newer fixtures in the USL and the Eastern Conference. These teams have traded blows in recent seasons. Of course, a sour taste and drumbeat remains in our mouth from the 2024 playoffs, but all time, both teams 2 wins against each other and a draw. Another 4 p.m. start. Louisville City, of course, will lean on that depth that I spoke about earlier, and they have some home field energy like no other squad. Rhode Island, meanwhile, coming off a draw against expansion side Sporting Jacks, where they fired 23 shots. Not exactly what we saw from Miami. 23 shots, Ken, that Rhode Island took last weekend. What do you think of this match coming up on Saturday?
Yeah, well, the thing about Rhode Island, and very similar to us, is they've got 17 players from last year's squad that are returning, and 11 of those players played in the 2024 final. So they have a solid system with players that continually are returning to the club, just like we have year after year after year after year. They are very good defensively, but they've had to rebuild their offense this year. So we don't know where their goals are going to come from. I think it's intriguing because we get to play a USPL team on Wednesday, and then we get to play Rhode Island 4 days later. In both cases, I think we're going to have the majority of the ball and more attacks. So I really like how this week is kind of shaping up for City.
To sort of further, I guess, add to what you're saying, they have a solid core of returners, but they also had 4 debuts last week, particularly in the attack, right? So Leo Alfonso, he led all players and set a single-game club record with 9 shots, forcing 3 saves in his debut. And the goal scorer for them last week, Logan Dorsey, first ever Rhode Island player to score a goal on their debut.
He's coming from MLS club, Minnesota United, too.
Yeah.
So obviously he's got some talent under his belt.
Yeah, so it might be to our advantage to get these guys earlier in the season before they've sort of had time to click and gel with their team a little more. They're definitely going to ask more questions of our defense than Miami did. So I look forward to seeing the challenge that this presents our defense. And for us, for what we have to do, I just give me more of last week's game, and I'll never complain about anything ever again.
Right.
I think it's going to be very different from Miami. I think this is a team that you're not going to be able to turn from one side to the other, just as Dr. Varnholt was explaining. I think Kano Smith, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Their head coach is a very solid coach for this club. And one of the things he said, kind of leading in this season, is he felt like they could have scored more goals last season and they didn't. So they put a lot of emphasis, like we did as well, into their offense. So yeah, it's definitely going to test our defense.
Between the 6, we got Coke Vegas. It's fun to yell at him. I don't know. That's it.
That's it.
I like yelling at Coke Vegas.
Yelling at him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're going to slow the game down, so it might be kind of an ugly game. They're going to be another team like Detroit that when they come up against us, will deliberately slow the game down, try to keep everything in front of them. They probably won't do too much high pressing. They might do some, and they're going to fight for those second balls like nobody's business. So it could be a little bit ugly soccer. From our standpoint, we're not going to see that champagne stuff like we were talking about between, Jensen Wilson and Ray Serrano, but maybe we will. Maybe we'll turn them and they're not ready for it. So,
Maryland has an Open Cup game Tuesday at 7:00. I don't know if we mentioned that. It's a little bit more rest than we did, but they still had a midweek game.
They still got to travel too.
Yeah, they got to travel.
Yeah. I expect this match to be really all about tempo. I think if Louisville City has a good tempo, they're going to easily handle Rhode Island. But if you said if they drag this game down to that halt, if they grind it, and they're still taking that many shots, I mean that could be a little bit of a trouble spot for Louisville City. But we'll see.
So we need to dictate the tempo, is what you're saying?
Absolutely need to dictate that tempo, no doubt about it. On Saturday,
we do. And the guy that's going to do that is Taylor Davila. He did it last game. He can do it again.
Yep. That's right, our point guard.
Speaking of the fam and coming off that first home game, now you guys, I think y'all made a lap maybe. I didn't get to make a lap, but did you see anything new and exciting at the fam?
When you walk in to the main gates, I guess it's gate 1, I believe it's called, there's an enormous Buzzballs signage. Just big and obnoxious, and I think baby blue for some reason. So if you need to know where to get your Buzzballs, it'll be easier to figure that out your first time in the stadium. What else was new?
I had new tickets, new seats, and a whole new kind of experience. So let me kind of take you through that. Yeah. So I got seats that have the beer garden associated with them.
Hell yeah.
And the seats were okay. One thing I guess maybe I knew, but I didn't really kind of fathom is there's a big beam right there, so I can't see one of the corners of the field unless I kind of stand up and move around, which I can't really sit and watch soccer anyway. I just need to sit a little bit to rest myself.
So that was a load-bearing beam?
Yeah, it's like holding up the stadium.
So we can't knock it out. Okay.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea. The beer garden, I don't think they were ready. They'll figure it out, because when we showed up, they didn't have a lot of the stuff they needed. We weren't really sure what beers we could get. So they had I think Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy. They had some White Claws. They started out with Yingling, but they're like, nope, we can't serve Yingling this year, so we only have one left. So then it was Bud Light. It was really weird. And then they had Blue Moon.
I drink
it. Yeah. So I don't know. And then the food, was like snack food. So if you're buying the beer garden tickets thinking you get full meals, you're going to be sadly disappointed. You're just going to get little snacks. So
I can make a meal out of anything, man. I don't know.
You just have to keep going back. So and that's okay. Of course, the way to get the beer and the food is at the opposite end of the Estopano end, just like every fucking thing else. But that's just the way it is. But all in all, it was pretty good. I think maybe I'll try to make some adjustments, if not this year, next year, so I'm not staring at a big giant beam whenever they're playing in the corner.
Yeah, John and I tried to kind of sneak past that velvet rope to get to where you guys. But I think we've already been marked as like miscreants, as troublemakers, as reprobates. They're not going to let us through, I don't think.
Yeah.
Give me a couple weeks to kind of
Okay.
work on the security folks, and
Let me tell you,
we'll see.
I'm not above bribery at all whatsoever. So just let me know.
We'll work it. Let me work it.
It's a cashless establishment, but some people there take cash. That's all I'm saying.
Circling back to the buzz balls, so Buffalo Trace is one of the new like official sponsors of the teams, like on the sponsorship board behind the players or behind coach when he's interviewed after the match. They actually are the owners of Buzzball. So that's what that's about. But that bar there, the corner, the one I've been going to for years, is now an official Buzzball. So they actually have the small ones. So I got a little $12.99 blue Buzzball, 15% alcohol, and
wait. How much was that Buzzball?
$12.99.
You're telling me that thing it looked like a Christmas ornament. It was so small. It was like a marble.
But it's
That
the
was
equivalent.
$13?
Yeah, but it's the equivalent of like 3 beers.
Well, how did it taste?
Good, like two, really good, too good.
That's not what
Too
you told me
good.
at the time.
Do they have
Wow.
Buffalo Trace at that bar? Rick and I were trying to figure out where they're slinging Buffalo Trace.
I believe they did. I'm not exactly sure, but I can tell you they had those little miniature ones, but they also had these gigantic, like bowling ball size versions.
How much were those?
And no, I think that was for mixed drinks because they had like mixed drinks listed. But then next door, where South Seas was, where the margaritas and stuff were last year, that's a Buzzball daiquiri place. So I mean, they're going all in on. I mean, like, holy cow! Like we requested. What was it that we wanted? Well, I kind of think of this. The bourbon slushies, right? The bourbon slushies went away, and we were like, pitchforks and steaks and pitchforks and all that. And now we get Buzzballs.
T-bone steaks and pitchforks.
Yeah. Now we get Buzzballs. So I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, I don't know.
How was the tailgate?
I thought the tailgate was. I thought
That
the
was
tailgate
fun.
was fun. Yeah,
Good
Yeah,
food.
so we're
I
gonna.
heard the wings were good.
they were excellent.
Yeah. So there's the bus that is a work in progress. Obviously, looking for people with good ideas there. Rick and I are gonna switch places, I think, next game. So I'm gonna be where Rick is, and
Like
Rick
the
is
movie
gonna
Trading
move-
Spaces?
Yeah, exactly.
Richard
And Rick is
Pryor
gonna-
and Gene Wilder?
exactly. Yes,
Okay.
that's what's happening.
Okay.
No, and Rick is gonna park closer to with the keg closer to the purple bus, and then I'm gonna take over the little spot where he's at, and there's a DJ. Hold on. Yeah, man. I saw I'm DJ Casper, and I put together the playlist to rock you.
To rock me.
So
Okay.
yeah, if you want some of your songs on the playlist to rock, then put them in the Discord so that I can build them and tell the story with music as we go
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an audio experience.
yeah,
Yeah, I like
man.
that, DJ Casper.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Did you-
That's a shame.
Okay, now first of all, you discarded DJ Casper, which means Ken can actually talk right now.
That's true. I didn't think of
yeah.
that. I didn't
DJ
think
Casper
of that.
has a red. Ken Luther does not. One thing I do want to add is there is apparently, I have not been to it, but there is a bar that is a non-alcoholic bar specifically. So they've got mocktails, stuff like that.
Mhm.
If you are a teetotaler, my wife does not drink, so it's cool that she has a bar now that she can go to. She loves a good mocktail. They also have cans of Heine Brothers coffee. I'm a big Heine Brothers fan. So they've got cans of that as well.
And let me just say, for the record,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Casper had probably his best set list I have heard so far. So
I'm going to disagree with it. Okay.
he even had some Mumford and Sons on there. I was
Yeah,
so
that's what I
excited.
disagree about. Yeah.
I was talking to Matt, and I was like, "Oh, what'd you think of the playlist?" Because I fucking worked hard on that. He's like, "Yeah, the Mumford and Sons. I don't know." What? It was perfect. I just went right into it. Everybody was singing, and it was great. But not Matt.
White people love Mumford and Sons. I don't get it, but
Good music.
they
dude.
do. It's a bunch of British guys playing bluegrass. It's just something doesn't sit right with me about that.
Listen, it was a good set
Playing it
list.
well.
You did a good job. I liked it. DJ
I
Casper
put some
did.
turnstile on there, so that was pretty cool. Yeah.
All right, guys. Moving on. A new NWSL season has officially launched. Last Saturday was the first match for Racing. Went to, or some of us went to the watch party after Louisville City. Boy, were your livers mad. Racing wasted no time stepping into a familiar storyline, taking a punch and staying on their feet, coming up just short. Opening night in North Carolina didn't end the way that they wanted, or we wanted, but it showed something this team has been building for a while now, and that's resilience. This deflected goal at the end was a heartbreaker. Jordan Bloomer had some tremendous saves. One play, I think she had 3 saves in basically one kick, one shot by the other team. So, I mean, Jordan is right back to where she started, but what mattered after falling behind, Racing equalizing it before the half. Huge crowd down there in North Carolina. And Coach Bev sounding like she was not discouraged after this loss. But nevertheless, we're going to watch some highlights of this match.
I feel like I just watched the game again with your
Sorry about
with
that.
your descriptions. You took me on a journey.
It was a journey, wasn't it? North Carolina, we talked about, obviously a decorated club, and they are not wanting to miss the playoffs this year. That's for sure.
Yeah, so this was interesting, and some people had talked about it before the game, which was Sarah Weber playing all the way up top on the 9 role, and Kayla Fisher playing behind her. And I'm not sold on that yet. I think some more work needs to be done to solidify that. I think it could work because other options in there are brand new rookies. Like I said last show, I think it's going to take a couple games for us to get our feet, and that was fairly evident in this. We had one new person, Quincy McMahon, playing. Did I say that right?
McMahon?
McMahon, McMahon.
Yes, McMahon. Vincent
McMahon?
Kennedy McMahon. Yes, McMahon.
I'm just phonetically pronouncing it.
McMahon.
And then Aaron writes out. So we had Courtney Peterson and Allie Jean in the middle. But I think everybody knew a lot of the other folks that were going to start in this one. So I think Coach Bev is going to keep playing Sarah Weber up top and Kayla Fisher behind her. I think there's potential there. I just don't think we're there yet.
No. Weber made the most of her chances, though. She's one of, if not our best finisher on the team. So I think it was a good idea to keep her at the 9. Then move Kayla back to the 10.
I mean, just Kayla covers so much ground and is able to play that high press for us. I think she is a very important player in that role on our style. But once again, North Carolina was dominating possession. Was the first half wasn't great. I think the second half of the first half was better, and the second half was definitely better.
Oh yeah.
But the majority of the chances at the beginning of the game were going towards North Carolina.
I've talked about some of the adjustments that were made later on in the first half and in the second half, kind of picking the positions in which they pressed. She felt they were pressing maybe a little too high and allowing North Carolina to get sort of past the line a little bit and get some space there.
I think that's where Kayla Fisher isn't used to her role, which is a little bit recessed. So she was pushing the press too high, and they were able to cut through that first line of confrontation.
I actually didn't see the lineup when the game started, so I was very confused about some of this going into it. There we see the first goal, Ashley Sanchez's first goal. Lowe was just a little bit. She saw the pass maybe a little too late. I don't know if we're gonna get a replay or not.
Yeah. Yeah, Ashley
you can see that wide
Sanchez
open
was
space
definitely
down
probably the best player on the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
All night long. It certainly made us pay a couple of times. Second time being lucky, but yeah,
That's right.
maybe Lowe could have done a better job closing
That red keeper kit.
Yeah, we weren't able to dictate very good tempo throughout the game on this. I do say though, I'm very impressed.
Hold on. Check out this ball from Courtney
set
Peterson.
pieces.
Look at this ball. Damn.
Great ball, not great header. Looking for more from Taylor Flint on those set piece.
So I did a little bit of research, right? So prior to joining racing, Flint, 58% of her career goals were headers, right? I think she had 5 total between San Diego and I'm not sure what team she started in as a rookie. But when she came to us, she moved to a more defensive position, right? She was winning things aerially, but to set tempo in the midfield. And it seemed like they were going back to her in the air a few times, and I like that we're trying to get her back into that sort of habit of scoring.
Yeah, we had a lot of difficulty. This was a beautiful goal right here. Not only was Schweb's open, but I think it was Haas right behind her, and I think that was attributed to North Carolina basically falling asleep on that one, which enabled us to tie it up. But throughout the game, we struggled to kind of control that midfield. We had a few moments of attacks where Emma Sears was able to get away and use her speed to cut through them. But we lost Ari, who was somebody who did a very good job controlling the midfield for us today. And is O'Kane going to be able to step up to fill that role? Is a question. Emma Sears should have scored that goal.
Yes.
No doubt in my mind.
Should have been up 2-1, yes. There were a couple pretty good chances. This probably being the best chance that went unscored. Weber had one right before her goal that she should have buried. But she ended up making up for it just a few minutes later. We had a lot of luck in the channels. We had a lot of played well there, like you said, Ken. It's just centrally it kind of fell apart.
The second half did a lot better, but we still struggled to kind of control that tempo throughout the game, and I think that has a lot to do with the way Haas is going to score some goals for sure.
She really grew into the game, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, and she's started the season significantly better than she was last season.
Her sophomore season.
Yep, and we have a lot of that, which is good, but it's going to take a little while to grow into it. Bloomer stood on her head right there, saving the ball 3 times.
Yep.
In a row. Once with the leg, stayed in position, stood up, and then pushed it out of bounds.
And then a jump cut.
But I still think we're kind of struggling in that midfield with that Kayla Fisher, O'Kane, Taylor Flint working together to be able to control those spaces.
One thing that I really did like to see, I think we had 5 racing debuts. Let's see, Quincy McMahon. I think she had a really strong debut. Played all 90. She was a really good link on that left side. She had 10 defensive contributions, 8 recoveries, and she won 4 out of 5 of her ground duels. We also had Taylor White, who's very lauded. Audrey McKean, who I think is going to be great. Macy Blackburn came on in like sort of the dying minutes of that game.
Yeah,
A
McKean is
lot of positive takeaways.
McKean is the 17-year-old,
Yes.
right? So great career ahead of her. Can't wait to see it. Wright is supposed to be very fast and very athletic. So looking forward to that. McMahon, filling the shoes of Janine Sonis, who coincidentally got a red card in the 20-something minute of the Denver game.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah,
After
so
scoring the only goal, right?
Yeah, she scored, and then she got a red card. She was out in like 26 minutes.
Just one assist away from a Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yeah, no kidding. We had good chances. Our second half was significantly better than our first half. I'll say it again. I said it on the Discord. A lot of positives from this game that we can take away from that. We can play with any team. We really got to take a close look at what's going on in the midfield.
We were outpossessed 61-39, but we had more shots and we had a significantly higher XG, 2.53 to 1.04. So after the adjustments were made, we seem to be the better team, except for that fluke goal at the end, which I think we're coming up on in the highlight.
We are. Yeah. Yeah. It took a deflection and Jordan was in the correct place if it was going to be a shot.
She got a glove on it.
It took that looping deflection. Maybe she could have pushed it out. Maybe she couldn't. Hard to say one way or the other. I know she was down on herself for not pushing it out, but she's a goalkeeper. So she's going to have to push that out of her mind and keep playing well, which she did.
Yeah, you can see the trajectory of that shot. I think it comes off, who's that? Malay comes off low, and it just kind of sends it just a little bit too high. Jordan does get a glove on it, it looks like, but not enough to push it off course. But it's you have to keep in mind that it is a long season. This is game one, right? But also, this was a recurring theme from last year as well, sort of conceding in the waning minutes of a game. But perspective, I think, can keep you out of that deep, dark depression hole that you could crawl into. Thinking about that, I think game one, it's okay. A lot of new elements.
Perspective was they scored it was luck.
Yes,
they scored a goal on luck with that kind of looper at the end. We had that point, but we didn't, and that's football.
Mm-hmm.
That is football. Racing looks like they have plenty to build on. That's for sure. You mentioned, Matt, all the young talent coming in here. Where all three of us are excited about Audrey McKean. Taylor White, I think, is going to be a great player, the West Virginia native. I am super excited to see Racing, and we'll get to see him this Friday at home. Racing is welcoming the Washington Spirit. Trinity Rodman and the gang coming to Lynn Family Stadium. Spirits losing the first match of the season 1-0, but obviously this is a team that is ripe with talent, a great team overall, and we know that we're going to have our hands full this Friday, but excited about a Racing home opener. We talked about last week, the vibe at Racing games, a little bit different. We have we kind of do the whole walk around, check out everything, and just have a great time. I'm super excited about Friday because I am off for this match. But Ken,
you actually get to come. Look at that.
Yeah. Ken, the Spirit, we know they pose a threat to Racing, and coming off this game when we had 2.53 XG to a 1.04, as Matt mentioned, we've got to find ways to finish and score. One game doesn't mean the world, but we want to capitalize on XG, don't we?
Yeah. So I watched the Spirit Portland game over the weekend, and the Spirit didn't look good. They looked pretty bad considering all the talent that they have on their team. I was a little bit surprised. They're going to be a possession team, just like North Carolina is. So I think the kind of key to this game, to reiterate this point that we've already been talking about, is to break up their possession and force the turnovers in an appropriate press at the appropriate time and place on the field, so that we can get those attacks and get those balls in good places. Set pieces, I think we need to improve our set pieces. Peterson can put the ball on a dime, so let's get some people that can attack that ball and put it in the net. And I think that will elevate our chances for victory.
Yeah, you mentioned star power on this roster. I mean, this could be the league's best roster on paper.
Gotham probably is. I'm going to say
the team they faced in the final last year. Yeah. They knocked us out of the playoffs last year as well. And they've got a really talented roster, but we took them to pins last year. So this is really nothing new for us, right? We're consistently outworking more expensive rosters. It's pretty much all we've ever done is punch above our weight. So this is kind of our MO. This is our story. This is not anything new for us. Their new kid is butt ugly. I don't know if anybody caught.
Ooh, what is going on with
Just like a bunch of static in the background. I think there's like some cherry blossoms. It's not a good look.
It is terrible.
It's no disco kid, I'll tell you that.
They had the cherry blossoms. They also tried to do a sash, and then they have I don't understand what the hell's
stick with
going
cherry
on
blossoms.
with that thing.
It's a great motif. Just stick with that. Too much. The big CVS on the front.
Way too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, that's CVS's. Yeah.
I'm a Walgreens man myself. But that's just me.
How are you?
No,
now?
I hate Walgreens too.
You just hate them all.
Yeah,
them all.
yeah.
Let's see if I can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think disrupt them early. I think throw them off their rhythm early with our players that are disruptors. Kayla Fisher being the one to do that. She just has to do it appropriately and not too high. I'm sure she's working on that this season. And then utilizing Emma Sears, who I still think, based on last game, is better than Trinity Rodman.
Not paid better than Trinity Rodman.
No, not pay. And she has to finish.
Mm-hmm.
She missed that one.
When Emma's like consistently burying goals like that, like the one she missed last game, I mean, the league better look out because she's going to take even another step up.
Yep.
It's gonna be a nice day. Friday. It should be what mid 70s,
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of the opposite of the 30-degree tundra that we've got out there today.
Sun should be setting too. What's kickoff? 7:30.
I think it's
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Ooh,
is it 8 o'clock kickoff? Oh yeah, so we won't have a sun problem at all.
Hell yeah!
Not this early in the season. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Get a nice sunset. Yeah.
Our correspondent on the field, helping us out here, Patrick, sending us. This is the non-alcoholic bar here. We have
where is it?
Dirty Dr. Pepper. It's a Dr. Pepper coconut cream and lime juice for $8.99.
Oh.
Blue Lagoon is a Starry blueberry syrup and lemonade. Pepsi Dream is Pepsi blackberry syrup and coconut cream. Racer Energy Drink, a Red Alert blackberry vanilla syrup and coconut cream for $8.99. Also, a heart attack costs you about $50,000. Game Day Mule. Oh, ginger beer. Count me out on that one. Yeah, so thanks Patrick for that.
Where is the bar at? Where is it located?
I don't know.
It might be a secret location that we can't access because
you need to know a secret password. Drunk. Is it like a speakeasy type of thing?
I'm going to say this is around.
They do a breathalyzer.
This is going to be opposite the side of. It's close to the starting lineups. If I had to guess, I think Patrick's seats are over that way. Sense. So I believe that's where it's at.
The Rabbit Hole Bar.
So thanks for that. Lots of sugar involved with that one. We are definitely excited about racing being at home this Friday. Also excited about two matches a lot of soccer all of a sudden. Here we go, rip roaring and ready to go this week. And the gang is back in town. Guys, this has been fun. Any closing comments or anything this evening, Ken?
Nope. I think we already had our guests, Dr. Emily Varnholt and DJ Casper. So I don't need to get any more cards. So
Air
I'll,
Doctor, yes.
I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm looking forward to this week.
Matt?
I'm really interested to see our ratings for this episode now that I'm back. I can't wait to personalize them.
You need to
then,
give a yellow card for that shit. Come on.
I can't wait to
If you insist.
overanalyze them and then run them through the wrecking ball of my mind. It'll be fun.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more stuff. We were pretty active this weekend over the webs. A lot of fun content out there. Everybody's so excited to be back at home in Louisville for soccer, and we are just glad to be back with you guys once again. We appreciate all the support. And we are 24-hour Purple people. We are desperately out of time. We will see you next time, Purple fam. For Ken Luther and Matt Dalton, I'm John Harper. Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye. I love you.
In the Mideast.
Matt still loves you after all this time.
After everything, in spite of everything, I still love you.
Spite